Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about The Girl Who Played with Fire. And this movie came out in 2009, starring Noomi Rapace as Lisbeth, and it's a sequel to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo that came out the same year. And I've never seen this trilogy. I've seen the David Fincher Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and the 2009 one. I had no idea that this was part of a trilogy, so I decided to check out the second movie. And who knows, maybe I'll check out the third movie at some point, but this movie was pretty disappointing. Really didn't take away much from it. Not that I had super high expectations for it. Like, I thought the 2009 Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was good, but I prefer the David Fincher one. But there really just wasn't much for me to latch onto. There were good performances in it. I like following Elizabeth as a character. I find her interesting, and anything that she's doing is kind of fun. And there were some torture scenes in this movie that were kind of fun, and the music was decent. But aside from that, I don't know what I was supposed to get out of this, really. It's mostly, without spoiling anything, a movie where nothing really happens. That's honestly how I felt about it up until the end, where all is revealed, and everything before that was just really dull and difficult to sit through because I just didn't really care about anything. I wasn't attached to the characters really. I didn't find the story to be particularly interesting. There were some interesting ideas, but most of it was just not much is really going on that I can care about. The action in this movie was poorly filmed. I could barely make out what was going on. There's some quick edits in this movie as well. Like, there's literally a car chase, and it was edited very poorly. I don't know what was going on in there. I am surprised that I can even remember that about the movie because this one was just so forgettable to me. And honestly, the only parts of this movie that were particularly memorable were just the really dumb parts where it didn't really make sense as to why you would do this or that. This doesn't make sense. I can't understand why a character would do that, or these actions that were being shown are supposed to be, I guess, smart or a last resort. But the way it's portrayed in the film is just so goofy to me. I can't take it seriously. And this movie is shorter than any of these other Dragon Tattoo movies, but it feels way longer. Like, it's 2 hours, just over 2 hours, whereas The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, both versions are at least 2.5 hours, and this movie feels like it's 3 hours long. And I know the next movie in this franchise, The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, that one's 3 hours long, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit through it, so I'm just going to have to put off watching it for now because this one was just tough to sit through. Now, the way I'm describing it may seem like I hated this movie, but it wasn't incompetent. It wasn't harmful for the most part. It wasn't offensively bad. It was just so boring. And that's probably the worst thing about it, is that it's just boring. Like, you don't want a movie to be boring. You don't want to go into a movie and say, yeah, let's watch this so I can catch some sleep, probably. Like, I'm pretty sure most people don't go watching a movie to fall asleep. I don't know, maybe there's one person out there who does, but me personally, nope, not. I don't fall into that crowd. I got basically nothing out of this. Would much rather watch either version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and there were also some parts that were kind of familiar to me towards the beginning because they were kind of just things that happened in the David Fincher film, like towards the end of that one, but didn't really have much of an impact on me. Didn't care about anything that was going on, really. And it was very forgettable as a result. And I'll probably forget about this movie within a week, probably. Somewhere around there. I'd be surprised if it lasts longer than that, but overall, very boring, would not recommend. And if you really want to check it out, it's currently on Amazon Prime. So if you want to watch it, there's a way to do so, but I wouldn't recommend it. So with all that being said, I'm going to give The Girl Who Played with Fire a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of The Girl Who Played With Fire, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for New Rose Hotel. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.